Back on BTN Live as we revisit our top story, Rutgers suspending football coach Kyle Flood for 3 games, fining him $50,000 for what the school found was impermissible contact with a faculty member regarding the grades of a student athlete. Let's bring in Keith Sargeant now, who has been following this story for NJ.com. Keith, I know you have read the 22-page report. You've spoken to a great number of people about this story, not just today, but over the past few weeks. What's your reaction to what came out today?
I'm not all that surprised by the findings in the report. Yeah, as you know, I guess the investigation began August 12th, and we first reported August 25th that there was an investigation. And for the course of our reporting, a lot of the allegations that were found in the report, we've heard. We've introduced it in a lot of those through our reporting over the last 2 weeks, but there's been some stuff that we've had to be careful of because, as you know, I mean, Kyle Flood has handled himself very professionally and made himself available throughout the media throughout the last 3 weeks. Some of the stuff that that you see in the report, like meeting the professor off campus, that we've heard, but we weren't able to actually find out for sure. Some of that stuff was new, and for that to be in the report, I was a little bit surprised. But overall, I mean, I think a lot of this stuff isn't really belongs, rightfully so, with the other Big Ten members because of its academic reputation. And at its core, this was something that compromises academic integrity. And I don't think that Dr. Barchi nor most of the leadership at Rutgers was going to allow that.
Keith, as you know all too well, there's so much other stuff going on with this program right now, with players getting arrested, several players getting kicked off of the team. What's your sense of the climate surrounding this program right now?
Yeah, I mean, it's a fair point. I mean, you have to know right off the bat that, any of that stuff, the off-field stuff in the last couple of weeks has not been part of this discipline measure.
Right.
Certainly, does everything count? Yeah, your batting average counts, but as does Kyle Flood's charity work and the fact that their APR is among the best in the country, and their graduation success. So all that stuff counts when you look at the batting average. But certainly, the optics look bad. I mean, it's been a lot of stuff where the focus has not been on the football over the last couple of weeks, and not to minimize any of it. I mean, Kyle Flood, a lot, the people who are closest to Kyle Flood have said, it's difficult to babysit. And know where your players are 24/7, and that's true. But he's also the CEO of the program, and he also bears responsibility for every single student athlete who steps on campus. So, from that measure, a lot of people are asking the question of how much blame does he take? But in this penalty, none of that counts.
Hey Keith, before we let you go, give us a sense of Norris Wilson, the former Columbia coach, now a position coach for Rutgers, who will take over as the head coach for these 3 games.
Yeah, I think, it's not lost. It shouldn't be lost on people that Norris has head coaching experience. He coached in the Ivy League at Columbia. Also shouldn't be lost on people that he coaches the running back group, which, as you know, is the deepest group on a team. Rutgers, its offensive identity is running the ball. So I think, from that perspective, it's a good fit. We really don't get a chance to deal with the coaches, all that often. So I can't really give you a sense of his personality, but just from a pure coaching acumen, standpoint, it seems like it makes a lot of sense.
Keith Sargeant from NJ.com, doing great work on this story. Thanks a lot for your insights, Keith.
Anytime, Dave. Thank you very much.